Representative James Comer announced today that the House Oversight Committee is going to be investigating who actually was using the auto pen, which is a third part of this. We were told not to worry. Of course, it was Biden. But now you have Democrats saying, what, me? I'm not in the president's inner circle. I had no idea. The very same people who say, put me on your Sunday morning talk show because I'm really important. I could tell you what the president is thinking because I was just with him.
There's a real sense of irony to all of this, that the same party who celebrated those who grubbed and scrunged and tried their best to be in the upper annals of power and be in the inner circle and all of this secrecy and backstabbing that Pelosi and colleagues are known for, are now finding themselves the target of an American populace that demands a reckoning that far exceeds that of Edith Wilson and Woodrow. So now what we're seeing is this pseudo scapegoat finger pointing post game of Clue that is only going to result in what I consider is probably the end of at least the next 2 years of the Democrat Party at the national or the presidential level.
You know, during the Biden years, everybody was jockeying for who was closest to the president. Now they're all low-level interns. And I'm talking about members of the House and members of the Senate. I'm talking about cabinet members, people who had daily meetings with the president, or at least weekly, or on the phone with him. You've got Gretchen Whitmer, who was one of the chair people for his campaign, his reelection. She says, well, I was busy working in Michigan. If you're the co-chair of the campaign, you're talking to the candidate daily.
And there's really a sense of disgusting skullduggery here as well, because, again, you can't keep a cancer diagnosis like that private. There is no way, based on any of the medical reports we've seen, that this advanced stage of prostate cancer was able to go into metastasis and grow into his bones just kind of like that. There's no way that the most observed man on earth medically wasn't possibly going to get any kind of blood test, which is how they screen prostate cancer and things. Now, what we're looking at is, without a doubt, one of the most gross and inhumane acts, which, at least as I believe, according to what we found in these reports, Pelosi and Obama, knowing that Joe Biden would die in his second term in office, would then be the only way they could get Kamala Harris into the Oval Office. That is one of the most disgusting acts that one could conceive.
For full shows, live and on demand, it's Salem News Channel.